My name's Nick Geraci with Inven Global. I'm here with Evil Genius's support, Zeyzal, and today we're going to talk a little bit about beards. There's not a lot of beards in the LCS. You, sir, have arguably the most majestic one. Before the beards and craze, you were doing it way before it was cool, right? So this initially started with people saying that we need to have a beard contest. You're, I think, 7 years younger than me, and yours is already magnificent. So I wanted to ask you, like, what is your routine? Like, do you use beard oil? Are you using, like, a beard straightener? Like, do you take care of it at all? Is it something that you're very personally ingrained in, or is it just kind of like, this is just my look?
So the main thing I do is I brush my hair a lot. I have a lot of hair, and it's kind of a habit of mine. I brush my hair, like, probably too much, 8 times a day. I just have a brush on my desk, and it's pretty much just like when I'm doing nothing, I'll just start doing it. Just, I don't know why, just kind of to play with something, I guess, with my hands. But I do have that habit, and I think that helps a lot. But in terms of washing it and oil, I shampoo it a certain amount of times a week. It usually depends how it feels, and I use conditioner. And then I use beard oil on LCS weekends. Usually I won't use it every day during the week, but if I have like team content or stuff like that, I will. Yeah,
you got to put the special stuff on, like when you got to get on camera and stuff.
My camera.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you know, you've like, I think we first saw you on United and you were 17, and was that right? 17 or 18? I don't remember how old you were exactly.
2017, and I'm currently 20. So
yeah, you were 18, or I guess when your birthday is.
Just turning. I was July, so I was 17 for 6 months of United.
Yeah, and you already had this. So, like, was there something like? Has it been like a thing that you're like kind of like prideful about? A lot of competitors in sports and stuff, like they're like, oh, I have like a game beard or a playoff beard, or is it just like? Is there something about it that you just feel like is inherently like part of your personality, or is it not that ingrained, really?
I think it was something unique about me when I was younger. I started growing a beard really early, and that was like what everyone in my school noticed or everybody knew about me. So it's like, I might as well keep growing it. And then I wasn't really attached with it, but slowly, like, as I got older and it started looking nicer and nicer, like when I was like 15, I had facial hair, but it wasn't like a real decent beard, and I couldn't grow it like high up on my face and things like that. But now it's a lot more high up on my face. It's a lot more round. So since then I've become a bit more prideful of it, and I think it's just become a bit of my image. So I've been keeping it.
Yeah, man, big fan. Like I said, there's not Bjergsen started growing one finally, but you really don't have very many other peers in that way in the LCS, and it's cool to see some more trademark looks. So you said 15 is when you started growing facial hair, and people just kind of took notice of like, oh, cool beard, man, like, or what?
I started growing facial hair at 11.
Wow.
So there's a picture on my Facebook of me with a beard at 13. So I didn't really know how far back it went, but I do recall like I was in 6th grade when like people started mentioning it, so I was quite young. 5th grade, 6th grade.
Wow. I can't wait to see what it looks like when you're my age. I'm an old man compared to you. I'm 27, so is it just going to be like ZZ Top? Are you old enough to understand that reference? Do you know ZZ Top?
No.
Okay, I was going to make a Zeyzal Top reference. We're going to cut that out. But in all seriousness, the reason why I wanted to ask about this, of course, like I said, it's a big part of like how people identify you, like from an external. It's like, oh, that's like, you know, if someone doesn't know who Zeyzal is, I'm like, it's the sport player with the beard. You know, like that's a good way to start. But the reason why I asked is because, you know, it shows that like you do, whether it be sort of absent-minded just at your desk or whatnot, like you do have a sort of a pride in your appearance in terms of like maintaining yourself and that kind of thing. And I have to imagine as a pro player that carries on into like how you conduct yourself like in the day-to-day. Like I know that on Cloud9 you guys warmed up like with exercises as a team every day, like with a fitness trainer. So I was wondering, overall, in terms of like taking care of yourself as a pro player, what are your personal kind of routines or like personal things that you stay to with your foundations? But also then as a team, does Evil Genius, is that like a thing like how it was in Cloud9 where you guys were like working out together and that kind of thing? Like what's it like there?
So there's no workout routine on Evil Geniuses. We have a very set schedule in general, and I think almost all LCS players have a very routine life. So it's almost like so routine, you kind of fall in the habit and you literally lose track of what day it is oftentimes. But yeah, so for the most part, my days start at 11, which is when I'm required to be at the office.
Okay.
So obviously I wake up before then. Usually I wake up around 10. I shower, get ready and everything before I go to the office. And I walk to the office, so that's part of the trip. It's not very far, fortunately, but we all walk to the office, and then we get there at 11, and then usually that's when we'll eat, and we'll have a team meeting. Then from 12 till roughly 5, it's pretty... So the new schedule is a lot nicer because it's just 5 games. It's not a set time. So before it was 2 3-hour blocks. Now it's 1 5-hour block, essentially, and a lot of the time you'll end before then, so it's a lot nicer. But after that, pretty much we eat together as a team. From roughly 5 to 6, we'll have a meal together, and then we'll all walk back together. So in terms of workout routine, it's just like we all walk to and from the office together, but there's not much other than that. I don't think many of us work out right now. We're just taking that walk, and then from 6 p.m. till like 8, I'll usually relax, and then I'll play solo queue after 8 p.m.
Well, today you guys won the game, so I say whatever you're doing is working. You guys are still improving week by week, so that's good to hear. What about like in terms of like relaxation? Pro players are such a strong mental schedule. People think, oh, you're just sitting at a computer playing video games all day, but like you're putting in practically 70-hour work weeks with everything. Your life revolves around this schedule. Like you said, it's very set. No one has a lot of free time. Mm-hmm. So like, how do you like get mental rest to like find pockets within the day? And what do? Are you like listening to music? You going out like looking like sitting at a park feeding ducks? Like what does relaxation for Zeyzal look like when he's not like playing League of Legends?
Honestly, so like I said, I roughly 6 to 8 I'll usually take off, but like I'm pretty drained mentally at that point. So sometimes I'll just sit there for like 45 minutes and do nothing. Just sit there. I don't even know why. I guess it's like a form, my own form of meditation, but I just do nothing. I just sit in my chair and just like absent-mindedly scroll Reddit or something. But then usually I try to watch like one episode of a show, and then I'll try to play solo queue.
So you're still getting the solo queue in there. I respect the work ethic, man. I mean, after all that league, I could see getting tired. What are you watching right now?
I'm watching White Collar.
White Collar? I haven't heard that show before. What's it about?
It's just standard FBI crime show where they have a criminal and he becomes a CI, I think is the term, and then he helps them catch other criminals.
Well, there's a little recommendation from Zeyzal's personal library of shows, so thank you for that. And then also one more question for you. Evil Geniuses, like I said, improving. Got the win today. Now, you guys are still expected, even if you guys have struggled early on just because of the talent on your roster, like people are still penciling you in for one of those playoff spots. Now, if you were to make playoffs, which member of the starting roster would be most likely to grow a playoff beard with you? Like, if you could get one player on the team to join you, who do you think is the most likely to be convinced?
I think I could convince Jiizuke. I've tried Svenskeren, but he just gets insecure about it. He's like, oh, no, it doesn't grow in for me, but I think Jiizuke would be the one I could convince.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Svenskeren's got like the real European hero jawline, so I get you. But so that's fair. But I would like to see that. I'd like to see Jiizuke grow it out with you. So thank you so much. I know this is not a very standard interview, but I really appreciate getting more of an angle into what the day-to-day looks like for you as a person and not just a pro player. So thank you again so much. Is there anything that you want to say to the Evil Geniuses fans?
Thanks for supporting us. Hopefully, we're looking close to playoffs, but hopefully we can get the more wins these next 2 weeks and then secure a playoff spot.
For more LCS interviews and other League of Legends content, you can don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at youtube.com/InvenGlobal.